Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, last week, Manjaro had a little snafu when they announced very quietly that they were going to replace LibreOffice with Softmaker's FreeOffice. And then it kind of went out sort of under the radar until DistroTube picked up on it. And DistroTube did this video that I'd recommend you watch. Manjaro ditches LibreOffice for proprietary garbage. And some people have said that this video was a little bit too harsh or critical, and I completely disagree. I thought it was a very balanced video. He's not saying Manjaro sucks. In fact, he says Manjaro is a good distribution. It's just that this was a bad move, mostly because there is a good alternative to FreeOffice or Microsoft Office, and that's you have LibreOffice, and there's a few other Office suites as well. Now, this move would not have prevented anybody from installing LibreOffice, but it does add an extra Office suite into the system that you may not want to do. Chris Titus did another video about why the Manjaro distribution is great. A little bit more open-ended, hey, I don't really understand much about FreeOffice. And so I kind of wanted to address that a little bit. Now, of course, if you're not following, and why am I late? Here's a criticism from DistroTube to the YouTube community and the Linux, which would include me. Why am I not talking about it? Honestly, I missed. Sorry, I just wasn't watching the Manjaro news to cover it. And then, you know, by the time I heard about it, it was mostly resolved. So what happens is now in the installation, you have the choice. So running through the installer, you now have a choice. Do you want to do no Office suite? Do you want to do LibreOffice? Or do you want to do FreeOffice? So we're going to actually look at what that looks like live. So now you have the option. Now, of course, no money is being traded places, but it's basically more like a, hey, you help me with your bugs, I'll help you with your bug type things. And so that's kind of where we're at. It's gotten to the point now where it's calmed down a little bit, and I wanted to, though, to look at this and to address these issues and say why I actually think that this is a very bad move for Manjaro, and I really like Manjaro as well. It's consistently one of my top recommended Linux distributions. If you want something that's rolling and you're fairly new to Linux, Manjaro is the way to go. When you're testing out Manjaro going forward, definitely pick LibreOffice if you need an Office suite at all. And we will kind of explain why that is as we will continue on through this video. So the first thing what we're going to do is I'm going to boot up a virtual machine. And when I boot this up, then we are going to have a look at our installation process, and then we will abort the install. I'm going to boot back into the installation that I have. So hopefully running as far as we need to go will not destroy my disk, I hope. But let's go ahead and jump on over to the virtual machine and see what's going to go on here. All right, so now we're just kind of booting the machine up with the installation media, just so you can see what the option actually looks like. On the live key itself, there is no Office suite. It is still a very big download. I think it's like 2.3 gigabytes to download this guy. So we'll go ahead and come back when this guy's done. Oh, it looks like it's about there. Okay, so we are here on the release candidate 18.1.0 release candidate 7, and I grabbed the Plasma version just because I haven't run Plasma in a little bit. So, of course, we have the ability to launch our installer down here. This is the live version. So if we come down here, go into our Office suites, there are no Office suites. So it's not like they're forcing this to play around with it on their live key. All right, so let's go ahead and launch the installer, and hopefully I will not mess up the install that I currently have. Let's see. So here. Let's just go install along. Now, can I? Oh, fine. Erase. Please don't destroy it. Okay, next. All right, so this is the screen that we wanted to look at. So pick an Office suite from the list. Now, first and foremost, I absolutely think that this screen is horrible. Manjaro, if you're watching, please fix this screen. Let me tell you what's wrong with it. We have the option now. There is no default, and you can proceed. Okay. You can pick no suite, and then they just give you two options, and they don't tell you anything about them. LibreOffice is a powerful free office suite used by millions of people around the world. Its clean interface and feature-rich tools help you unleash your creativity and enhance your productivity. FreeOffice, Softmaker FreeOffice. FreeOffice 2018 is a full-featured office suite with word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation software. It is seamlessly compatible with Microsoft Office. Note, you need to register the product for free long-term usage. So now we have to register our product. And by the way, this screen is a big, fat, hairy lie. When it says it is a full-featured office suite, it is not. You have to pay for the full office suite. This is shareware garbage. I'm going to show you why. So we're going to cancel all through this, and we're going to shut the machine down, and we're going to restart the machine with my install. All right, so here we are. This is my installed. So I actually, when I ran the installation, I installed the FreeOffice, and then I came in and I installed LibreOffice with Pacman behind it. And I did use Pacman, not Pamuk, because Pamuk froze and did not allow the update. So never mind. Just do it through Pacman instead. So I did install the full Office suite. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you why the feature that said that this was a full feature suite is actually a lie. So we're going to come into applications, and we're going to go down to Office. So of course, you can see I installed LibreOffice here as well. And there's Libre. All right, so here's FreeOffice word processor. Let's boot this up. Now, of course, remember that to continue to use it long term, you have to register the software. That means you got to give your information. Now, when you boot it up, you get the choice of layout. Do you want a colored ribbon, or do you want a kind of white ribbon, or do you want to use classic toolbars or not? Okay. And then you have the option larger icons and menus if you happen to be using a touch screen. All right, so that's fine. We can pick whatever one we want there. Let's go ahead and boot this guy up. All right, now, like I said, this is basically like a bunch of shareware. Over here, we have this guy over here, which is just nothing but a giant link that opens up the web browser to their sales page to upsell you on the full thing. We're going to leave that page open for a second. All right. Under here, oh, look at this. We have another ad. Oh, look at this. We have a little ad up here. I mean, this thing is just completely full of little ads left, right, and center. So, yeah, I don't care. All right. So over here, scrolling down, here is what we have. So I think I got to go to the download page. I got to figure out which one. I got to get back to that page. I thought I'd find it really easy. All right. I just wanted to see. I need to find the description page. No, that's not it. I think it's over here. All right. So here's your comparison. FreeOffice comparison stuff. All right. So here is the version. This FreeOffice, this black column, is the one that is actually installed on Manjaro, which is the free download. So apparently it doesn't work on 64-bit Windows, so sorry. You can get it for $2.99 subscription service or $5.99 a month. Home or Universal. Or you can pay. So it's a subscription service you have to keep paying. No 64-bit version, apparently. You can use up to 5 computers. That's a free version with 5 computer license. That, again, they say you have to register. I haven't seen... I did see the screen the very first time where it wants a bunch of information. It's unclear to me whether that information is sent out to them or not. Here's your user interface. All right, customizable the ribbons. No. Document like tabs like a web browser. No. Dark UI theme. No. Hey, we get a sidebar with an ad. Extended sidebar with additional commands. No. Full screen mode. No. Language tools. Hey, we have automatic hyphenation and we have basic spell checking, but we don't have high quality commercial spell checking. We don't have a thesaurus. I don't need translations, but if you do need translations, you don't have it. Built-in file manager, no. Version management, no. Advanced backup, no. Send files by email, no. Photo frames, no. Auto shape, no. Smart text, no. Smart guides, no. Live preview of formatting changes, no. Scan images, no. Open and save docx files. Hey, we have the proprietary Microsoft format. Open and save doc files. No. Open and save ODT files, the open document format. No, you can open them, but you cannot save them. Open RTF, you can open them, but you can't save them that way. Mail merge, no. Print envelopes, no. Tracking changes made to documents. Hey, you can track changes made to documents. Style managers, etc. You can read all of this stuff. That no. In other words, no, this is not a full feature Office suite. Plan Maker, which is a spreadsheet. You can open and save XLSX files. You can only open XLS files and probably ODT files as well. It doesn't say here, but I think that that's what I saw. Look at all of these other features of this you can't have in the free version. Again, presentation, much the same way. Additional applications, no Thunderbird add-ons, no VBA-like macros. And equation editor for mathematical formula. Really? I can't, I thought I could edit those, but we'll have a look. So in other words, to get this quote full suite, you have to be paying this. This is the thing that Manjaro wanted to package in, and their thing says it's a full feature, and it is not. Your install screen, Manjaro, is a lie. You need to change it. You need to say this is a neutered freeware version that you have to pay money for the extra functionality. All right, let's go ahead, though, and have a look at the package itself. So, of course, it does match the Microsoft Office type format. Now, what I did here is, guys, I write books. I'm an author, and all of my books are entirely written and produced on free software, with the exception of a couple of them have been written on Microsoft Office in the past, but all of the formatting that I do here. So, this guy here, oh, I did not mean to open it in LibreOffice first. Let's close LibreOffice. I forgot that we have single click here. Dude, I said close. Thank you. All right, we're going to right click. Now, here's, by the way, another fun thing is that even if your free Office is installed on Manjaro, it will not automatically open, at least not the open Office documents. You can manually open them in it. So we're going to open this up. So this is actually my formatted version of my book, The Art of Shallow Neighboring. Now, as you look through this book, the formatting is not quite right. This is because the fonts that are used in this book are not actually installed on this computer. All right, so this is the type of stuff that we're talking about. Look at this here. This is not fully compatible because this is actually set as a page break. So this is actually not reading the document right. All right, it's actually not reading the document right. Although, also, by the way, I'll draw your attention to the top. You see that though I opened this as an open text document, it is reading it as a TMDX file, which is FreeOffice's proprietary format. Now, if I have this book done and I want to send it out to the printer, I need to do a PDF. I did test the PDF export, and this does have all the features we need. Your ranges, table of contents. We have our quality for our images. We have our compression. Everything here is what I would expect, which is just fine. We also need, if you're exporting to send a book out, you do have to embed fonts. You can embed all of the fonts. So all that is just fine. But if I wanted to go ahead and save the copy, so if I save as, this is my only save as screen. I can save it as a docx PPT, or I can save it in this proprietary format for Softmaker. So I'm basically locked into one of two proprietary formats, Microsoft's platform or Softmaker's platform. I don't have the other options for anything else. All right, so that is what we look like over here. Of course, customized. Uh-oh, can I get back to that? Reset the toolbar, please. No, I don't know. I don't know how to get it back. All right, let's try user interface. Okay, somehow I decreased the size of that, and okay, I guess it's just doing that. Let me see if I can figure that out again. That there, this goof up here, we're not blaming the Office suite. That's just, I don't know exactly how I'm using it. All right, so over here we just have all of our various options. Let's say I want to edit my formats. I can actually come up here, and here is my character styles. Here's my paragraph style. So when you're formatting a book, you do want to use all your character styles. Here's your drop texts, all these types of things. This should actually be centered, but it's not. So this thing's not reading the document format right. All right, let's go ahead and open the same file in LibreOffice now. Again, fonts that are in the book are not installed on this computer, but here is our copy in LibreOffice. Of course, LibreOffice is complete full-featured. Let me go to the... here's our navigator. I'm just going to show you the page 2. So this is that part where there should have been a page break there on page 2. So you can see that my page 2 is actually working. I think page 4 did the same. So this is actually formatting it correctly. I have the full ability without any real options to adjust. Here's, of course, all my character styles. I have way more options for editing character styles. I only had these 2 default ones in FreeOffice. These ones, I have more of them. All right. Now, if I want to save the document, well, actually, let's do export as PDF. So we can export as PDF. By the way, we can also export as an EPUB if you're doing ebooks. So here is all of my options here. So everything here on my PDF is exactly what I need it to be. We have, there's encryption. It's got to figure out where everything is. Links. User interface, initial view, and general. Here's the types of PDF that it is. Somewhere in here is embedding the fonts. It is set. Oh, actually, it's because embedding fonts is actually under properties. So it's a document that allows you to do that in LibreOffice. Now, suppose you're like, oh, well, I don't like this. Now, I love this toolbar format just because I always thought the ribbons were horrible. This is a customizable toolbar. I can drop out the things I don't usually use. I can put the things up there I want. But if you are in LibreOffice 6.2 or later, you can come down to user interface and you can actually go back to a tabbed format here too. So that same tabbed format, you have that option in LibreOffice now. So that's less of a concern. There's, of course, different themes and such that you can use. I gotta remember how to get that back. Oh, there it is. Over there, user interface. I, of course, like my standard toolbar better, but you have that option as well. Let's look at our save as options. So save as, we have document types. Here's ODT, OTT, FODT, Unified, DocX, XML, Doc.t. There's another DocBook, XML. There's an HTML, RTF, text. Okay, which one is a better Office suite again? I mean, I know one of Chris said he didn't really like LibreOffice as much, and he admits it's just because he's not used to it yet. Frankly, I got, LibreOffice is very easy to use if you use your other things. Now, the other thing that I grabbed is I actually, I grabbed my, I gotta find it now. FreeOffice Plan Maker. This is actually my financial sheet that you can download. This is the one about doing budgets. I have a whole video about this. So again, this is what we get inside of our FreeOffice. Here, hey, look at this. We have our ad. We have another ad over here. We have an ad over here. There's probably more jumping around here somewhere. All right, so here is our document. It's not quite there. Let's have a look. All right. Whoa, that's a little too much. Come on. Come on. There we are. All right. So let's go ahead and test. Budget code is D. Amount is 500. All right. So that actually does work. So it looks like all my formulas are working here. So I don't see any real issues with that. But again, it's just, everything here is what I would expect it to see. is cutting off a lot of my cells like that, though. Not sure exactly why. Once again, our Save As options, we only have the proprietary Microsoft or the proprietary Softmaker. File. Let's look at that file, and I'm gonna look at that again. Hold on. What did that say down there? Change the default file format options dialog under so in the options dialog. All right, so here we can choose, let's see, files. Okay, so here's our default format. So we can do either Plan Maker or we can do Microsoft's proprietary. That's it. Now, of course, the other thing that I didn't mention when we opened it up, this does give you that whole suite of Microsoft Office fonts. So that is why it has some better quote compatibility, is because all of that, all of the fonts are there, which you can easily move your fonts from a Windows computer or get them online. All right. And I wanted to check, let's see. All right. So the other factor is if we go into our Office suite and we look at what we have, our FreeOffice only has PowerPoints, spreadsheets, and word processing. All right. LibreOffice as a suite, it actually has writer documents, spreadsheets, presentation, drawing, math formulas, and full databasing functionality. You also can come up here. You can create labels and business cards without having to download various templates. You can export into a variety of different options. There's just an infinite more features and options inside of LibreOffice, and FreeOffice is very limited. It doesn't have the full range feature. It is not a full feature system, not in the form that Manjaro is giving it to you, and you would have to upgrade and pay a subscription fee to FreeOffice. So Manjaro, shame on you for putting this in. Shame on you. Take it out. Or at least put in your screen, hey, to use this, you got to pay a subscription fee or the thing will not have the full features. Use LibreOffice if you need a full feature without paying a subscription fee. That's what you should do, Manjaro. So that's kind of my take. Let me know your take down below. I did mention I write books. I am a Christian author specifically, although I am working on some science fiction stuff right now. But you can actually pick up any of my books. These are all written and produced in LibreOffice and GIMP and Blender for the cover designs. Sigil for the ebook designs, all with free and open source software. I'll have links for those in the description down here. So you can actually go and grab those in any format that you want if you want to have a look at those. So thanks for coming along, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.